Okay, I was talking with a colleague about that last days about the announcement of the Docker deprecation in Kubernetes 120, I think. But I think that's a clear example of the bad communication. Okay, so that's a clear example that you need to be very cautious when you say something to the whole world in this case. Okay, because the Docker deprecation in Kubernetes is a thing that won't affect, probably only affects to Kubernetes administrators. Okay, so if you are not administering a Kubernetes, that won't affect you. So if you are a developer and you are developing for Kubernetes, you can still using Docker safely if you want in your development workflows. There are no changes on that. So there is no more Docker. We need to find alternatives. Let's go jump to Podman or any other runtime like Containerd. By the way, Docker uses Containerd, so it's a relationship that there are a lot of people that don't know, and they don't need to know the internals of Docker. Okay, no, Docker uses Containerd, Containerd uses Rancy. Okay, that is good for techies, but you as a developer, if your concern is developing applications and then putting into containers, maybe you don't need to know exactly how Docker works internally. Okay. So probably the announcement of Kubernetes that they will deprecate Docker frightened a lot of people, but will have almost zero impact probably, unless you are a Kubernetes administrator. In this case, you need to find some alternative to Docker. Can have some implications if you are running your CI/CD pipelines in Kubernetes, okay, and you are building images in these CI/CD pipelines. And for example, if you are using some approaches like Docker out of Docker or Docker in Docker, maybe in these cases you can be affected and you need to change that. But if you are doing that, if you are running your CI/CD pipelines in Kubernetes, building containers inside the container using Docker in Docker, you are in a maturity level that probably you know that. So you know that you need to change that by this deprecation. So if you are in this maturity level, you are not frightened with this Kubernetes announcement. So basically, if what Kubernetes said about deprecating Docker scared you, that means that this announcement don't affect you.